Good afternoon, podcast listeners. This is your boy Marcus Norman from Gentleman Style Podcast, your host of the number one podcast in America, coming to you live. Hey, today we're gonna be talking about a very interesting topic, very unique topic to myself, and one of the key things I wanted to point out is the topic of love languages. Um, it's not a new phenomenon, but it's new to most, and the difficulty in understanding it comes from the reason as to why people oftentimes don't understand why they feel like, man, my wife isn't getting it, or my partner isn't getting it. She's not getting me, or he's not getting me. And so we don't realize that there's a deeper connection to. And so, and oftentimes in loving and expressing love, we oftentimes give what we like to receive, but that may not be what your partner likes to receive. Speak a different love language than you. So, for example, the first love language is words of affirmation. That's saying kind words, saying kind things, and those things are what speak to your partner's heart. Those are the things that speak to the heart and soul of your partner. And so what you want to do as a caretaker to that person, your partner's heart, is speak to that language. So that's physical words, positive affirmations, positive reinforcements, positive things that say, I adore you, I need you, I support you. It's similar to the same things that we do with our kids. And so reinforcing good behaviors or reinforcing good habits. Hey, great job on getting good, great straight A's in school, or good job on that test, or good job on that assignment, or good job on that science fair project. Those are positive affirmations that reinforce and give strength to your partner. And so just in that love language alone, you can see where someone who has a different love language from you, they need that, right? They really need that in order to speak to their spirit, to speak to their heart, or else they won't feel complete. And that's just the way they're made up. There's nothing wrong with them. There's nothing bad about it. It's just how they perceive love. The second love language is physical touch. So that's hugging, kissing, holding hands, along the lines of public displays of affection. But it often aligns with people that love the security and the nurturing that comes from physical touch. It lets me know you're here, that you're present with me, because you're here with me. You're holding my hand. I can physically touch you and know that you're safe, and that and vice versa, that you're here to keep me safe and you're protecting me and you love me and you adore me. So physical touch. Now, people can take that off and it'll veer off into different things, but at its core, physical touch represents a certain level of commitment to say you are here with me physically in this moment, and you're my nurturer, you're my strength, you're feeding a desire to my heart, that and touching is that connection, right? So it so you can't, in order for electricity to run in your home, you have to have certain wires connected, or else you have no power. That power is drawn from one source and passed on to the next. And so that strength that your partner needs can't be fed into them, because that's their lung language. They can't make that connection without you physically touching them. And so they need that physical touch. Now, again, prime example, if you have a partner whose love language is physical touch, and another person's love language is words of affirmation, people love the way they need to be loved. And so that causes discord in a relationship. If my love language is words of affirmation, I'm constantly telling you positive things, but your love language is physical touch, then I'm not serving you correctly, and which will lead to your frustration, my confusion, and ultimately, possibly, even our own separation. And so that's what we don't want. We want to educate and we want to talk about it so that we can learn from it and grow from it and build and continue this relationship and continue to love and continue to grow. The next one is gifts. And we commonly see this in traditional methods of courtship and traditional methods of dating, right? Is you often see the exchanges of gifts and physical items, tangible items. items that you can touch, smell, flowers, gift baskets, chocolates, candies, Valentine's Day, holidays. All these um, Americanized holidays are based and core around gifts. And so some people desire that more than others, right? That is some people's love language. And so again, bringing it back and taking it back in to, if my love language is gifts, I need a physical item to know that you love me. And so again, that can be misconstrued and misunderstood. If your language is words of affirmation, you're going to do the thing are that you need to me. But if that's not my love language, then it doesn't serve me and it doesn't speak to my heart and let me know this, and it doesn't let me know that you care. Even though you do, right? You do care about me, you do love me, but it doesn't speak to me in that way. I would say gifts is requires a little bit more um skill, because gifts require um a little bit of financial backing. And again, those gifts can depend on your partner. Some people like expensive gifts. Some people like heartfelt gifts, or gifts that if you, and that can vary between someone who likes gift cards, that does it for them, right? A small token of love and affection for them, that does it for them, and that speaks to them, that shows them enough that you care about them. Other people is, I want the latest Gucci, I want the latest Prada, I want the latest, you know, latest and most expensive item on in the stores. And that's how they receive love, and that's how they weigh the scale of affection, by how expensive is the item or the gift that you bought me. And so they're weighing your love based off of the expense or the cost of the gift. And so that can, to me, that can be a little daunting for some people, especially if they don't have the physical budget to accommodate, a more lavish gift versus an expensive gift. If I can only afford, the nice cars and nice gifts and the dinner dates every occasionally, versus someone who's expecting, you know, they want surf and turf every night, red lobster every evening. They want, you know, Gucci, Prada, Tommy Hilfiger. I only eat at nice restaurants, so I only expect nice things and expensive things. You only spent $200 on that, or this wedding band has to cost over $10,000, or it's not worth it to me. All right, so to me, gifts is a very you have to be able to manage it. You have to know, again, first off, what your partner's love language is. And if you discover that their love language is gifts, you have to know it, that, hey, I can compensate that, or I can meet that, or no, I can't, which in that case you need to walk away from the relationship from the beginning. The next love language is acts of service. That is mine. That's how I love, and that's how I receive love. And acts of service is the actual physical servitude of serving someone else and doing for someone else, and someone who's pouring into someone else. Um, without having to be told, and it actually makes them feel good by helping you or by serving you. That's my love language, and it oftentimes can be a combination of the rest, right? Because I'm serving you, if I'm serving you, it's easy for me to understand that you need something different, so whatever you need, I'm here for it. If you need physical touch, 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 touch. If you need gifts, then, you know, I'm going to serve you in that way. So acts of service can be a combination of the other five love languages, but that person also, when receiving acts of service, needs to receive that, and they'll communicate that to you on how they perceive your acts of service. But acts of service can be very, very loving and slight. It doesn't have to cost money. Acts of service can, you know you know if you have a doctor's appointment and you needed help with something, get into that doctor's appointment, or you needed help of picking up your prescription, I could go and meet you there and pick up your prescription for you, so you don't have to. That's acts of service. Or, me cooking for you, or you're feeling down and you're not feeling good, me coming to take care of you, excuse me, sorry, with your own, obviously with your own like medical supplies, but I'm coming over to serve you and help you restore back to health. So acts of service is a unique love language because it can be comprised of the others, but it's a physical. How may I help you? Almost, you can almost relate it to customer service. Um, the love language, and so people who have this as their love language have a very easy time transitioning to job duties that are based off of customer service. The problem is people in customer service roles who have this active service love language often don't receive acts of service back. So if I'm in a customer service role, oftentimes customers don't tell you thank you, right? They tell you, "Oh, that's your job." Right? But you serve them and it made you feel good, but when receiving it, you often don't receive it back. So it's a fine line of that. The last love language is quality time. And I can relate this back to physical touch. Quality time does not need that, necessarily need that physical touch factor being present, but just the fact that you are here and you're around me and letting me know that you're here for me. You're around me. Your presence is energizing. Your presence is filling me up and it's serving me. And you being here when you could be somewhere else lets me know that you care for me and you care about me. And so that in itself is very strengthening. That in itself is very comforting, and it's very powerful to the other person. Spending time with someone, taking we only have 24 hours in a day, so you giving up your physical time is a sign of your love. It's a sign of your affection, because there's only 24 hours in a day. All we have is time. We can't make more of it. We can't go back and get some that we forgot in the past, right? Once it's gone, it's gone. And so it's to that person, quality time is crucial. And any time that you spare for them, um is appreciated. Now, that person may need a little bit more, and they should communicate that to you. Hey, I need at least 3 hours out of 4 hours, 6 hours, whatever. There may be a level that they need from you in order to feel fulfilled, but that is a compromise, like in anything, in any relationship. That, hey, I need this of you, I need this from you, I need so much of this from you in order to get back to base and get back to the core of who we are and what we're going for and what we're striving for and what we're building together. That's all the time I got, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you staying dialed in. All right, this is Marcus Norman from Gentleman Style Podcast. Take care of your friends, take care of your family, take care of your loved ones, and don't forget to take care of business. This is Marcus Norman, Gentleman Style Podcast, signing off. Love you. Bye.